The amazing trio of the automotive world, James May, Jeremy Clarkson, and Richard Hammond, are all set to drive back onto our screens with more rubber-burning action. The Amazon Prime series, The Grand Tour, has been renewed for the third season, which should be premiering later this year. The Grand Tour is everything BBC's Top Gear used to be during the era of these three amigos. When fans were worried about their exit, Amazon took an opportunity and made an excellent addition to its streaming service. Then, The Grand Tour was born. While fans and critics have applauded the show for what they get to see, a lot more goes on behind the scenes. Today, we have rounded up 5 things about the show you may not be aware of. But before getting in, take some time to subscribe to our channel and ring that bell to make sure you don't miss any of our videos. Number 5. The show's introduction cost was massive. It's not cheap to produce a show like The Grand Tour if you consider different travel locations and the cars that get blown up in each episode. However, the show's opening scene alone was over $3 million in production cost. The episode featured the trio driving in red, blue, and white Ford Mustangs across the California desert. They were also followed by a huge caravan of vehicles, including dirt bikes, pickups, dune buggies, semis, hot rods, jet planes, and Bugatti Veyrons. Number 4. The show blew up Jeremy Clarkson's house. Clarkson lost the bet on the first series of The Grand Tour, and his co-host had to blow up his house. He pretended to be shocked by the incident, but the whole thing was staged. They did actually blow up his house, but this was because Clarkson was planning to build a bigger house. Though the whole thing was planned, fans have considered this to be the best episode ever. Number 3. Hilarious legal issues with BBC. BBC made things difficult when Jeremy Clarkson walked away after attacking a producer and his co-hosts followed him. Making a new show out of the same things that Top Gear was about couldn't be an option for the trio, who came back among the audience with The Grand Tour. With that going on, BBC claimed that The Grand Tour infringed upon the intellectual property of Top Gear. For instance, they were not allowed to call their news the news. They could not feature the stick from Top Gear, have a test track, call Namibia beautiful, or have James say cock on the show. Willman, who also resigned as executive producer of Top Gear following the trio's exit, says that at some point the legal requirements from BBC became hilarious. Number 2. Richard Hammond narrowly escaped death. Hammond has years of experience driving supercars, but has endured several crashes. He crashed a Rimac electric supercar while filming a Grand Tour episode in Switzerland. Luckily, he managed to leap out of the car just before it burst into flames. He escaped with only a knee injury. However, after such a near-death experience, he still loves supercars. Number 1. Test track looks like the Ebola virus. The Grand Tour test track, located near Swindon, has been named Eboladrome, and Clarkson is the one who came up with the idea of the name. The test track, which is considered the most dangerous one in the world, seems like a magnified image of the Ebola virus. He said it even looks dangerous on a map, because as you can see, it's the exact same shape as the Ebola virus. Do you think the Grand Tour is better than the current Top Gear? Let us know in the comments. And before leaving, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel.